Welcome to PH Insight. Know the force behind the flag. Whether it's warships, fighter jets, or the next big defense move, if it matters to Philippine security, it's here. The morning sun glinted off freshly painted rotor blades at a Philippine Air Force base as 5 sleek, dark green helicopters stood in formation. For the crews of the 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing, this was not just another day, it was a milestone. On August 13, 2025, the Philippine Air Force, PAF, officially accepted and inducted the third batch of S-70i Black Hawk combat utility helicopters into service, a move set to dramatically strengthen the country's air mobility. These helicopters, built in Poland by Mielec, a subsidiary of U.S. defense giant Lockheed Martin, had arrived in the Philippines a month earlier, on July 15, 2025. Since then, they had undergone a meticulous process of ground inspection, flight testing, and systems checks. Only after proving their readiness were they turned over to the Air Force. As the ceremony ended and the crews walked toward their assigned aircraft, there was a shared sense of pride. For the pilots, this meant better tools for their mission. For the country, it meant more capability to defend, protect, and serve, whether in combat or during calamities. This delivery brings the total under the current acquisition program to 15 out of 32 helicopters, with 17 more scheduled to arrive in batches over the next year or so. These are on top of the 15 Black Hawks already in service, delivered under a separate procurement in 2021. When the final batch arrives, the PAF will have 47 operational Black Hawks, making it one of the largest helicopter fleets of its kind in Southeast Asia. The S-70i Black Hawk is no stranger to Philippine skies. Since its first deployment in the country, the aircraft has become a workhorse, ferrying troops, delivering relief goods, conducting medical evacuations, and supporting military operations from Luzon to Mindanao. The Black Hawk fits this need perfectly. With its twin engines, it can handle long flights over water or rugged terrain. Its advanced avionics allow for safe navigation even in poor weather. It can carry up to 13 fully equipped troops or sling-load heavy cargo like generators and vehicles into remote areas. And thanks to night vision compatibility, missions don't have to stop when the sun goes down. During Typhoon Odette in 2021, Black Hawks were among the first to fly relief missions to isolated islands. In counterinsurgency operations in Mindanao, they have been used to insert troops quickly and safely into contested zones. The same aircraft that drops food and medicine into disaster zones can also carry soldiers into battle, a versatility that has become the PAF's trademark. The push to acquire more modern helicopters is not just about modernization for its own sake, it's rooted in hard lessons from past shortages. When Typhoon Haiyan struck in 2013, the AFP struggled to reach devastated communities because there simply weren't enough airlift helicopters to go around. Some areas waited days before receiving relief. Many of the helicopters at the time were UH-1 Hueys, aircraft with roots in the Vietnam War era, straining to keep up with demand and maintenance. In 2017, during the Marawi siege, commanders faced similar challenges in moving troops and supplies quickly enough. The urgency to replace aging platforms with modern, capable aircraft became a top priority. The S-70i Black Hawk was chosen for its proven track record in both military and humanitarian roles. Its global reputation and compatibility with U.S. systems made it a natural fit for the Philippines, which often operates alongside American forces in joint exercises and real-world missions. While acquiring more helicopters strengthens capability on paper, the true impact comes from how they're used. The 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing, which will operate these new aircraft, is central to the AFP's mobility doctrine. Stationed primarily at Basa Air Base in Pampanga, the wing can rapidly deploy its aircraft anywhere in the country. In a matter of hours, a Black Hawk unit can be sent to rescue stranded families in a flood zone, deliver supplies to an earthquake-hit province, or airlift troops into an operation in Mindanao. With more aircraft in the fleet, the wing can respond to multiple crises at once, something that was nearly impossible just a decade ago. It also means fewer delays in maintenance schedules, as flight hours can be spread across more helicopters, prolonging their operational life. The Black Hawk acquisition is a key element of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP Modernization Program, specifically under the Horizon 2 phase. This phase focuses not just on acquiring modern combat equipment but also on platforms that improve disaster response and overall readiness. Alongside new helicopters, the AFP is investing in fixed-wing transport planes, long-range patrol aircraft, and naval assets. The goal is clear: to transform the AFP into a force that is agile, modern, and capable of protecting the country's sovereignty while responding effectively to the needs of its people. Though the Black Hawk is an American design, the S-70i variant is produced in Poland, highlighting how defense manufacturing today is an international effort. For the Philippines, this means tapping into both U.S. technology and European manufacturing expertise. Though the Black Hawk is an American design, the S-70i variant is produced in Poland, highlighting how defense manufacturing today is an international effort. For the Philippines, this means tapping into both U.S. technology and European manufacturing expertise. It also strengthens diplomatic and military ties. Poland, as a NATO member, brings its own set of standards and operational practices, while the U.S. connection ensures interoperability during joint missions, something the Philippines benefits from during annual exercises like Balikatan. Adding helicopters is only part of the equation. Maintaining them in top condition requires skilled personnel, a steady supply of spare parts, and well-equipped maintenance facilities. The PAF has been expanding its rotary wing pilot training program to ensure enough qualified crews are available for the growing fleet. The logistics of operating dozens of helicopters across a sprawling archipelago also require careful planning. Fuel availability, spare parts distribution, and maintenance scheduling all have to scale up alongside the fleet. For the Filipino public, the sight of a Black Hawk hovering over a flooded barangay or landing on a school field to deliver relief goods is more than just a display of military hardware, it's a reassurance that help is on the way. Modernization programs often face scrutiny over cost, but the Black Hawk's role in saving lives and delivering aid gives the public a tangible return on investment. In a nation where disaster can strike with little warning, such visible, rapid response capability strengthens public confidence in the AFP. The next batches of S-70i helicopters are expected to arrive within the year, though exact schedules remain confidential for security reasons. By the time the 32 units from this contract are all delivered, the Philippines will have one of the most capable utility helicopter fleets in the region. This isn't just about having new aircraft, it's about readiness. Readiness to defend territorial waters, readiness to respond to armed threats, and readiness to bring relief where it's needed most. As the rotors spun and the 5 new Black Hawks lifted off for their first operational flights with the 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing, the message was clear: the Philippine Air Force is not just modernizing, it's preparing for every challenge the future might bring.